Put up Raymond John Barlow. Are you Raymond John Barlow?
Yes.
Raymond John Barlow, you are charged with child stealing, contrary to Section 56 of the Offences Against the Persons Act of 1861. And the particulars of the offence are that on the 2nd day of December 1973, in the county borough of Fulchester, you did take by force away Minnie Biddulph, a child of the age of 8 years, with intent to deprive the Fulchester Borough Council, the lawful guardians of the said Minnie Biddulph, of the possession of the said Minnie Biddulph. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was...
Yes. We'll go into all that in a moment. What we want to know is, do you plead guilty or not guilty to the charge that the learned clerk has just read out?
All I was thinking of was Minnie. I've been
Barlow,
a foster father
just
for 4.5
answer
years.
the indictment. Mr. Lotterby, did you explain the procedure to your client?
Yes, my lord, I have.
You would have done the same in my place. I mean, she's just a little girl. She's only 8. Not one of you would have acted any different. I haven't done anything wrong.
Perhaps if I might have a word with my client, my
Yes,
lord.
I think perhaps you had better.
And she's our little girl anyway. The law have no right to come between me and my little girl. And why aren't you letting her here to talk for herself anyway?
Just 1 minute, Mr. Barlow.
I haven't done anything
Are you guilty
wrong.
or not?
All right. Not guilty.
Thank you, Mr. Barlow.
I travelled to London with the area director of Fulchester Social Services, Miss Prossitt, on the evening of December the 3rd. At 3 a.m. on December the 4th, in company with 4 officers of the Metropolitan Force, I entered the premises known as Flat 14, number 12, Camden Hill Walk, and arrested the defendant Raymond Barlow after he'd offered considerable resistance. The infant, Minnie Biddulph, was also on the premises and was taken in charge by the Director of Social Services, Miss Prossitt.
I presume you mean infant in the legal sense?
Yes, my lord.
How old is Minnie in fact?
She's 8, my lord.
Thank you. Go on, please.
There was a fight, you say?
Yes, sir. Barlow put up a violent struggle. 2 of my officers were knocked to the ground and I was badly kicked myself.
What condition was the child in?
She was hysterical, sir.
I see.
She bit Miss Prossitt's wrist, broke her glasses, and the police officer had to restrain her.
Now, I'd like you to describe exactly what happened, what was said, minute by minute, from the moment you forced entry to the flat.
My lord.
Oh, I beg my learned friend's pardon. I mean, of course, from the moment you sought to obtain entry.
Sir, I approached the flat at approximately 6 minutes before 3 in the morning, sir. Rang the bell for 2 minutes. Receiving no reply, but having reason to believe that the flat was occupied, I ordered an officer to break the lock. As we entered, we began to search the flat. I myself entered the living room, where I found 2 coloured men.
Now, were they in bed?
No, sir, they were both standing, but they were in pyjamas, as if they'd just been woken up. One said, "Who the hell are you?" To which I replied, "I'm a police officer. Which of you is Raymond Barlow?" The other coloured man then replied, "I am. What of it?" I said, "I have reason to believe that you've abducted a young girl named Minnie Biddulph without the consent of her parents." He said, "She ain't got no parents. I'm a foster father." I said, "I have reason to believe that your term of fostering was terminated by the Fulchester Social Services Department and you were instructed to return the child to them on December the 3rd. He replied, "That's a lie. Get out before I kick you out." I said, "Is the child on the premises?" He replied, "No." At that moment, sir, a child was heard crying out for the next room and the defendant became violent.
He became violent before you attempted to arrest him?
He did, sir.
Do you know why the child called out?
Well, she was woken by Miss Prossitt, sir, who had gone to look for her while I was interviewing Barlow.
Was there any further conversation?
A great number of obscenities, sir, during the struggle. I arrested Barlow, but he remained violent, almost impossible to control. I had to put the handcuffs on him.
You sustained the injury you mentioned at this time?
Yes, sir.
And in fact, it's right, is it not, that the defendant was subsequently charged with and pleaded guilty to this assault?
That's correct.
Then what happened?
And Barlow was taken to the police car outside, sir, and driven back to Fulchester.
Still in pyjamas?
No, so he had a coat over his pyjamas.
It was freezing!
Barlow, your opportunity to have your say will come later.
But they wouldn't let me put my clothes
Until
on.
then, please remain silent.
You said there were 2 men present?
Yes, sir. The other said he was Thomas Henry Maitland, and it was his flat, and he was the brother-in-law of the defendant.
Did he attack you violently?
Oh, my lord.
That is not a leading question, Mr. Lotterby.
My learned friend was implying that the defendant attacked someone violently. No evidence has been given of this.
Didn't he attack with violence?
No, my lord. He was seeking to defend the girl from unidentified intruders.
Do you dispute that violence was involved?
No, my lord.
Then your objection is academic.
But my client heard the girl call out. 5 men broke into the flat in the middle of the night.
Sergeant, were the officers accompanying you in uniform?
Yes, my lord.
Did you clearly state that you were a policeman?
Yes, my
And
lord.
did you show your warrant?
Yes, my lord.
Go on, please, Mr. Fry.
Thank you, my lord.
But, my lord, these men were
You
shining
will have
torch-
plenty of opportunity to give your client's version, Mr. Lotterby.
Lord.
Fry.
Sergeant,
Mr. Maitland offered no resistance of any sort, sir.
what was his demeanour?
He seemed amazed, sir. Kept on appealing to the defendant to be calm.
And there were only these 2 men and the girl Minnie present in the flat.
Yes.
Did you then travel back to Fulchester with the accused?
Yes, sir, in the car.
Did any further conversation take place?
Yes, sir, he asked repeatedly where the child was. He said, "You must not let her go back to that old cow. She hates that old cow. She's evil. It was to stop that old cow getting her back that I took her away."
That's a lie!
Silence!
But I never said that! Nothing like that!
Barlow,
That's a lie!
Unless you are silent, I shall have you removed from the dock. Your opportunity to speak for yourself will come later.
But my lord!
Now that is enough. Mr. Fry.
Who do you think he meant by the old cow?
I presume he was referring to the child's natural mother, sir.
Her mother.
Mrs. Biddulph, yes, sir.
Now, let's get this quite clear. He said that he took the child away to prevent her natural mother getting her back.
Obtaining custody of her, yes, sir.
And when you got back to Fulchester?
Well, I cautioned him again, charged him with child stealing under the Offences Against the Persons Act, and placed him in custody, sir. Subsequently, he made a written statement which he signed, which I now produce.
Exhibit 1, my lord. Would you read this to the court, please,
Yes,
Sergeant?
sir. I deny the charges which have been brought against me, which are entirely without foundation.
Thank you.
Where were you kicked, Sergeant?
In my private parts.
Did it hurt?
Very much.
Is that why you prevented my client contacting his solicitor?
I did not.
Both at the flat and during the journey back to Fulchester, he made frequent requests to see a solicitor, did he not?
No.
And are you saying he didn't mention solicitors at all?
Not a word.
Didn't you think that odd?
No, I didn't.
Why on earth not?
And a man like him wouldn't have one.
What do you mean, a man like him?
Just that.
You mean a coloured man?
I didn't say that.
Did you mean that?
Look, you can tell when they're being difficult.
Oh, I see, Sergeant. You thought Mr. Barlow was asking to see his solicitor in order to be difficult.
He didn't ask to see a solicitor at all.
Sergeant, you will hear my client say that twice at the flat and 3 times in the car he asked to see a solicitor, and on each occasion you replied, you can't.
No.
He's a liar.
Yes.
The effect was that no such solicitor was present when the crucial remarks were made, namely his alleged denial that the child was in the flat and his alleged admission as to why he had taken her away.
Correct.
In fact, no one was there at all apart from yourself and my client.
Yes.
And my client denies making any such remarks.
He made those remarks.
So you say. Sergeant, would you tell the jury why it was that you didn't allow the little girl to travel back to Fulchester in the car with her foster father?
As he was under arrest and she wasn't.
Yes, but surely, Sergeant, if she was hysterical...
It did not seem proper, sir.
Then you think it would have been kinder?
I have explained.
You were aware that Minnie has lived most happily with her foster parents for 4.5 years.
It wasn't relevant.
Were you aware of it?
No, I wasn't.
And apart from her natural distress, was she well when you saw her?
Yes, she seemed
Clean, well cared for, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Did she attempt to communicate with her foster father?
Perhaps.
Did she or didn't she, Sergeant?
She did, sir.
Yet you prevented it.
It did not seem right.
Why not?
I have explained.
Nothing to do with colour?
What?
Oh, she's a white child. Did you perhaps disapprove of a white child being fostered by a coloured couple?
It's none of my
Did
business.
you disapprove, Sergeant?
I have no opinion either way.
During the arrest, you called my client a disgusting bastard, did you not?
No.
Well, he will say that you did, and also that you used far more force than the situation demanded.
He was fighting like an animal.
An animal?
With great force.
You called him an animal?
I said he was fighting like one.
Think of him as an animal?
That is ridiculous.
May I suggest to you, Sergeant, that the moment you heard about this alleged child stealing, you felt repugnance and anger. You went storming off to London because you felt so strongly about it, and that is one of the reasons why you haven't told us the truth here.
No, sir.
The statement which my client made when you got back to Fulchester was completely contrary to what you claim he said to you in the car.
Yes.
So, obviously, you questioned him about it.
No, sir.
Why not?
There didn't seem to be any point.
No point, Sergeant.
A full investigation was underway. I just took the statement.
And you didn't ask him a single question about it, not because of any judge's rules, but because there was no point. Tell me, Sergeant, are you ambitious?
What?
It's a simple question. Are you ambitious?
I like to get on, yeah.
How old are you?
32.
32. And how many years have you been a detective sergeant?
My lord, I cannot see what this can have to do with child stealing.
Mr. Lotterby?
My lord, I am seeking to demonstrate why it was that the witness prevented my client from seeing a solicitor, and also that the witness has a particular interest in obtaining a conviction in this case.
By asking how long he's been a detective sergeant?
Let us allow Mr. Lotterby a little more rope, Mr. Fry.
Very good, my lord.
I'm obliged to your lordship. Well, Sergeant?
11 years, sir.
11 years. And how many times during those 11 years have you been awarded your chief constable's commendation?
I never have, sir.
You never have. Receiving such a commendation, would that not help you most considerably in your chances of promotion?
I wouldn't know.
Would it hinder them?
Obviously not.
No, exactly. And is it not also a fact that if you sustain an injury once in the course of making an arrest, a chief constable's commendation very often follows?
I believe so.
Provided there is a conviction, of course. Provided there is a conviction.
Everything I've said has been the truth.
Yes, well, I'm sure the jury will have its own views as to that.
Take the Bible in your right hand and read aloud the words on the card.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You are Frida Mary Prossitt, and you are the Area Director of Social Services for the County Borough of Fulchester.
I am.
You were formerly the Children's Officer for Fulchester.
Yes.
Do you know the child, Minnie Biddulph?
Yes.
Will you tell us about her, please?
Well, her father died in 1668 when she was 2 years of age, and the following year she was taken into care by the city of Fulchester, as it was then, who assumed parental rights.
She was taken away from her mother,
Yes.
and the city assumed the legal custody of the child.
Yes, under Section 21B of the 1948 Children and Young Persons Act, as extended by Section 48, Part 2B of the Children and Young Persons Act of 1963.
Why was that?
Why was what?
Why was she taken away from her mother?
Oh, her mother was incapable of looking after her.
And so she came to your department.
Yes, we kept this little girl in care at the St. Stephen's Children's Home for 4 months, very comfortably. And then she was boarded out to Mr. and Mrs. Barlow under Section 713 of the Children and Young Persons Act of 1948, subsections 1 and 2.
That is to the defendant and his wife.
Yes.
And boarded out, that is fostered.
Yes, that's right.
They fostered her.
That's, yes.
And how long was she with them?
21/7/69 to 3/12/73, about 4.5 years.
Until the arrest of Mr. Barlow.
Until I terminated the fostering arrangement.
Yes, of course. But throughout this period, the parental rights remained vested in the council.
Yes, under Section
Miss
719...
Prossitt, it is very kind of you, but we do not actually need the precise statutory references.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not at all.
Did the foster parent clearly understand this position?
My lord, the witness cannot enter the defendant's mind.
Oh, well, let me put it another way for you. Had you any reason to believe that the Barlows did not understand the position?
Oh, quite the contrary. They signed the form.
What form?
Form CHB, stroke B, stroke 31, under Section... It says that they understood perfectly that they are not the legal parents and must give the child back at any time when requested.
And the Barlows signed it?
Yes.
Are you sure that Mr. Barlow understood it?
Oh, no doubt about it. He's quite bright. He's quite bright. It also says that they must not take the child away without consulting us first, and he signed that too.
Do you produce this form to the court?
Yes.
Exhibit 2, my lord. During the 4.5 years that Minnie was with the Barlows, was she happy?
I suppose so.
Miss Prossitt, did you see that for yourself?
I received my social worker's report, my lord.
Oh, I see.
One of my social workers visited their home every week and reported to me.
I see. Thank you. Well, members of the jury, strictly speaking, this evidence of the girl's happiness is hearsay. and I shall instruct you not to consider it if the point is disputed or becomes material. But for the moment, I think we can go on, Mr. Lotterby.
I've no objection, Lord.
Very well. Right.
During this period, did the natural mother not take any interest in her?
No.
Has she ever taken any interest?
Only quite recently.
Can you account for this change in attitude?
Yes. Mr. and Mrs. Barlow applied to adopt Minnie.
To adopt her?
Yes. For this, the court required the natural mother's consent. Mrs. Biddulph refused to give it. She went further. She applied to the juvenile court to have her little girl restored to her.
On what grounds?
That she was about to remarry, that she had turned over a new leaf, and she was now a fit and proper person to have her child back again.
What was the Barlow's reaction to this?
They were very angry. I could see a great deal of trouble brewing up, so I decided to have the little girl back into direct care. Otherwise, you can have one of these awful tug-of-love situations with the little girl being shuttled back and forth, and all of us made to look perfect fools.
Quite so. When did you decide to do this?
On 1/12/73.
And how did you inform the Barlows of it?
Oh, following normal procedure, I sent round one of my social workers, Miss Layton-Smith, to tell them about it, to discuss it, and I followed that up with a letter.
And you now produce a copy of that letter to the court. It's dated the 1st of December 1973, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Exhibit 3, my lord. What does the letter say?
That I would be calling to collect Minnie at 9 a.m. sharp on the morning of 3/12/73, and would they please have her ready for collection with her belongings packed into one suitcase.
And did you go yourself to collect her?
I did, with Miss Layton-Smith.
And what did you find?
They had gone. The flat was empty.
How could you tell?
They had left the door open. The television was even left on, though as it was 9 in the morning, there was no picture. But there was every sign of a hurried departure. My social worker said that...
my lord,
Miss Prossitt, we cannot hear that.
What action did you then take?
I went straight to the police.
And as a result?
As a result, I went with a police officer to the London flat and took Minnie back into care.
Thank you, Miss Prossitt.
Well, we can't have people defying the law, can we?
You've never met any of them, have you, Miss Prossitt?
Who?
These people whose lives and happiness you were deciding. You never met any of them.
Well, I met Minnie.
Yes, but not until you woke her up at 3 o'clock in the morning. No wonder she woke up screaming.
Mr. Lotterby.
I mean, of course, to be woken up by a perfect stranger. What did your lordship think I meant?
Never mind, Mr. Lotterby.
Apart from that occasion, Miss Prossitt, your knowledge of this case is entirely second-hand,
My
is it not?
social
Yes, your
workers.
social workers, but you yourself.
I am an administrator.
Precisely. So you cannot say that your social worker did inform Mr. Barlow of his legal obligation to return the girl.
report said so.
But you were not present.
I wrote a letter to them.
Ah, well, do you know it was delivered?
Of course.
How?
I posted it.
It wasn't delivered by hand.
I sent a letter to
You
them.
can't say they ever received it.
But of course they received
Letters
it.
do get lost in the post, you know. Get misdirected, fail to arrive. It's odd, isn't it, that such a desperately important letter wasn't delivered by hand? How far is the Barlow's home from your office?
Some way.
Castle Street to Magazine Road.
Quite a way.
200 yards, Miss Prossitt. 3 minutes walk. No messenger could have taken it.
They don't deliver letters.
Did you ask them?
But that's not in their duties.
Taken it round yourself.
But there was the post. It's
You like the
perfectly
Barlows, Miss Prossitt?
What do you mean?
You like them?
I've nothing against them.
Oh, come, Miss Prossitt, is it not a fact that you have been implacably opposed all along to their having charge of Minnie?
My lord, all matters connected with adoption and fostering are highly confidential.
Yes, I do appreciate that, Miss Prossitt, but we have to know, provided, of course, that it is strictly relevant.
My lord, it is.
Very well.
Have you not at every stage opposed the Barlows' fostering of Minnie, and are you not now opposing their adoption of her?
They are not right for her.
So you have opposed them?
Matching parents and children is very difficult.
So you opposed
It's not an easy decision.
Did you oppose them, Miss
Nothing
Prossitt?
to do with their colour.
Please answer the question.
Haven't I?
No.
What was it?
Have you always opposed the Barlows in their proceedings towards Minnie?
Yes.
Why?
They are not right for her.
You produced a report which was highly hostile to my client, did you not?
My lord, I fail to see how this is relevant.
Mr. Lotterby.
My lord, I wish to show that the witness's total opposition to the proposed adoption has coloured her evidence. If Mr. Barlow is convicted, it's extremely unlikely that he will be allowed to adopt this little girl, which is exactly what this witness wants.
Yes. Very well.
Thank you, my lord. Why did you produce so hostile a report?
They are not right for Minnie.
Does Minnie think that?
She's only a child.
Why was she taken from her natural mother?
Mrs. Biddulph had emotional problems.
She drank
She's given it up now.
and would disappear for days on end and then return to knock Minnie about.
Yes.
And yet you think in effect she would make a better mother than Mrs. Barlow?
They are not suitable as people.
In what way?
Their way of life.
Yes?
Well, I didn't think it was right. And then there's their house.
Oh, what's wrong with their house?
It's unhygienic.
You have a report to say so?
No.
Oh, you've been there, had you?
No.
How on earth can you say?
Reading between the lines.
Of what?
Reports. Mr. Barlow works in a garage, you know. They have no children.
So?
Well, they might not be able to cope.
Why, because he works in a garage? Oh, Miss Prossitt, I put it to you that you are highly prejudiced against the defendant and you would do almost anything to obstruct that adoption of Minnie.
No.
And I suggest to you that that letter may never have been sent.
It was. Here is a copy.
Was that any proof it was sent?
Mr. Lotterby, they were breaking the law.
Ah, yes. Form CH/B/31. Now, you say it obliged them to inform you if they go away.
Yes.
But it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Of course it does.
Where?
There at the bottom.
Would you like to read it out to us?
It says they're obliged to tell us if they move about.
Does it not say, if we decide to move, we will notify the council of our new address before we go?
That's right.
Nothing about going away for the weekend.
But foster parents always do tell us.
But they're not obliged to, Miss Prossitt. Tell me, why did you yourself go to collect Minnie that morning?
It was my job.
No, it wasn't.
My social worker needed support.
Oh, no, Miss Prossitt, is it not a fact that your social worker was implacably opposed to everything you were doing about Minnie?
She may have been.
Was she or wasn't she, Miss Prossitt?
Yes.
And that such was your opposition to the Barlows that you went round yourself to force the issue the way you wanted it to go.
No.
How many years have you been the director of the social services?
3. And before that, 2 years as a children's officer.
And in all that time, how many times have you personally visited one of your homes?
Hundreds.
No, you haven't, Miss Prossitt. That was when you were a social worker yourself. Since you were promoted, Miss Prossitt.
I can't remember.
You can't remember. In 5 years, Miss Prossitt, how many times have you yourself visited one of your homes?
Well, does it matter?
Is it not a fact that this is the first time, Miss Prossitt? The very first time you've ever done so? Miss Prossitt.
Yes.
Join us tomorrow in the Crown Court to hear more of the case of the Queen against Barlow. Minnie Biddulph is a tug-of-love child. Fostered out to Mr. and Mrs. Barlow when she was only 3, they now wish to adopt her. Her natural mother, Mrs. Biddulph, has opposed this and is trying to get Minnie back. During the dispute, Mr. Barlow, who's West Indian, suddenly disappeared with the child and was later arrested in London with her. He's charged with child stealing. Minnie's natural mother is now giving evidence to the Crown Court.
that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You are Matilda May Biddulph of 17 Raleigh Way, Fulchester, and you are a widow.
I am.
You are the natural mother of the little girl, Minnie, who is the subject of this case.
She's my baby, yes.
What did your husband die of, Mrs. Biddulph?
Cancer.
I'm sorry.
Well, I couldn't cope.
Naturally.
It was my grief, you see. I had emotional problems.
Do you still have these problems?
No, I gave it up 2 years ago.
Quite so. And your way of life?
Oh, I've turned my back on the past. I shall shortly remarry.
You have, as it were, turned over a new leaf.
Oh, yes.
And you are, of course, on oath.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Now, I'd like to ask you about your relationship with the Barlows during the 4.5 years that Minnie was fostered by them.
Oh, there wasn't one.
Really?
I wasn't welcome.
The Barlows didn't welcome you?
That's right. I didn't see my little girl in 4.5 years.
And in all that time, you had no communication with the defendant at all?
Not till recently.
Then what happened?
We spoke 3 times by phone.
Would you tell us about these telephone conversations, please? The first one?
I picked up the phone.
Yes. When was this?
Last November.
You're sure of that?
Oh, yes, I remember, because it was just after my solicitor had asked to have Minnie back.
Oh, after you had opposed the Barlow's application to adopt and commenced proceedings of your own to seek to restore the custody of Minnie to yourself.
That's right, yes.
Can you remember what day of the week this was?
Yes, it was Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Oh, well, the phone rang.
Where was it?
Beside the bed. I've been having a little nap.
Ah.
Well, I picked it up, and this voice said, "This is Mr. Barlow."
Yes.
And I said, "What do you want?" And he said, "You leave Minnie alone, you old cow. She's happy with us." And I said, "If you've got anything to say it to my solicitor." And he says, "You leave Minnie alone. She's happy with us. And if you try any hanky-panky, I'll take her away where the council can't find her and they can stuff their orders."
I'll take her away to where the council cannot find her and they can stuff their orders. He said that?
Yes.
Those precise words?
As God's my judge.
And was there any further conversation?
No, I hung up.
Now the second telephone call.
I phoned then. I spoke to Mrs. Barlow this time.
Why did you phone?
Oh, my solicitor said I should. He said I should go and see Minnie, or it might look bad if I was applying for custody.
So you phoned to ask when you could visit?
Yes, that's right.
When was this?
The next Saturday, the one after, in the afternoon.
You're sure of that?
Oh, yes.
And what
Yes.
happened?
This Barlow woman, she got hysterical. She said the council had said they were going to take Minnie away, and I was to blame.
Can you remember her precise words?
We've had this council person round to tell us we've got to hand Minnie back, but we're not going to.
You're sure of that?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And then what happened?
Then I asked when I could come and see Minnie, and she says, never, and hung up.
So she terminated the conversation?
Yes.
And now the third phone call.
Oh, he phoned then, after he'd run off with my little girl.
My lord, she couldn't know that.
Mrs. Biddulph, you must confine yourself to telling us only of what you knew at the time. Now, when Mr. Barlow telephoned you, did you know he was calling from London?
Yes, because he'd run off with Minnie.
But you could not have known that at the time.
That he was phoning from London?
That he had run off with Minnie.
Yes.
But how could you possibly know that?
Well, I heard the pips. Miss Prossitt told me they couldn't find her.
Oh, I see. Miss Prossitt had told you what had happened.
Yes, Miss Prossitt phoned me that morning. She was very upset. She said that Mr. Barlow had run off with Minnie, but not to worry because they would find her. And if I heard anything, to let her know straight away.
Yes. Mr. Fry.
So he phoned from London?
Yes, after he'd run off with Minnie. And he says, if you go ahead with this trying to get her back, I'll kick your something teeth in.
Something?
He used a swear word, my lord.
Which upset you, no doubt.
Well, it wasn't nice.
Yes. Mr. Fry.
So you understood from these conversations that the Barlows clearly understood that they had a legal obligation to return Minnie, that they had been told to do so, and that in abducting Minnie, Mr. Barlow was deliberately seeking to evade the law.
Exactly, yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Biddulph.
Mrs. Biddulph, your husband died of cirrhosis of the liver, did he not?
Eh?
Not cancer.
He died of cancer.
Well, it doesn't say so on his death certificate.
Doesn't it?
No.
Well, I never knew that.
You didn't know what he died of?
They told me cancer.
You didn't know he was an alcoholic?
He liked to drink.
He was a registered alcoholic. He died of cirrhosis of the liver at the age of 32 whilst undergoing intensive treatment for alcoholism.
Well, I never knew that.
Oh, of course you did, Mrs. Biddulph. You've been lying to the court about it, haven't you?
I didn't know he had sclo what it was you said.
When you had these 3 phone calls, were you drunk?
Hey?
Were you drunk at the time?
No.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
But you were in bed?
Yes?
Saturday afternoon?
Well, it's a free country.
And it is your custom, is it not, to get blind drunk from Friday night through the entire weekend?
Lord, this is outrageous.
Mr. Lotterby is entitled to ask these questions. Besides, you put in her character, Mr. Fry.
A reformed character, my lord. Mrs. Biddulph doesn't deny that her life after 2 years ago had its faults, but she has turned over a new leaf. Besides, the evidence I have adduced is all related to the period subsequent to this.
I don't see that that makes any difference.
But, my lord,
You can say what you like about the matter, Mr. Fry, in your closing speech. Mr. Lotterby?
My lord. Mrs. Biddulph, you have 8 convictions for being drunk and disorderly, do you not?
Do I have to answer that?
Why shouldn't you?
Well, it's personal.
It is also relevant.
Well, I couldn't cope.
After the death of your husband.
Yes,
So you do have 8 convictions for drunkenness,
perhaps.
as well as 2 for assaulting the police, 3 for being in charge of a motor vehicle whilst under the influence of alcohol, and 5 for driving the wrong way up a one-way street.
I haven't counted.
Well, I have, Mrs. Biddulph. I have. Tell me, where does your fiancé live?
17 Raleigh Way?
That's your address, isn't it?
Yes.
I see. And where was he when these phone conversations took place?
Next to me?
He was next to you. What, in bed?
Yes, he was watching the International.
You were side by side, in bed, in the middle of the afternoon, watching the football on the television.
Well, it was cold out.
Yes, your fiancé, he must have heard your side of the conversation.
No, he didn't listen.
Well, did you comment on the conversation immediately afterwards?
Eh?
Did you tell him what had been said?
No.
With conversations like that, why ever not?
Well, I told you he was watching the football. Besides, he don't talk much.
Oh, come now, Mrs. Biddulph, this is all a pack of lies, isn't it?
No.
I put it to you that the first 2 telephone conversations did take place, but their content was nothing like you described. In the first call, you spoke to Mrs. Barlow, asked to see Minnie. She simply said no. In the second, you spoke to Mr. Barlow. He simply told you to leave Minnie alone.
I am telling the truth.
Well, that's a change, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Did you not plead not guilty to every single one of these 18 charges I've listed?
Yes, but...
And were you not found guilty on every single charge?
Well, yes, but
then
that
you
was
were lying,
different.
were you not?
No.
It is, in fact, your custom to lie in courts of law when it's convenient for you to do so.
I am telling the truth.
You don't want Minnie to be adopted by the Barlows, do you?
No.
Why not?
I'm her mother.
Yes, indeed you are, Mrs. Biddulph, and you would do anything to stop them from adopting Minnie, would you not?
Well,
Even to lying on oath,
no.
which, after all, you are fully accustomed to doing.
I'm her mother. I just want her back.
You wish to re-examine, Mr. Fry?
No, my lord.
Thank you, madam. You may leave the witness box.
I call Miss Elizabeth Leighton Smith.
What is your religion?
I wish to affirm.
Read aloud the words on this card.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You are Miss Elizabeth Leighton Smith, and you are a social worker employed by the County Borough of Fulchester.
Yes.
What is your particular field of work, Miss Leighton Smith?
Childcare and adoption.
Do you know the accused?
Yes.
How did you get to know him?
He has fostered Minnie Biddulph for the last 4.5 years, and he wants to adopt her. I have been the social worker concerned.
So you know all of them pretty well.
Yes.
Did you visit the accused on December the 1st, 1973?
Yes.
Why?
I had to tell them that my superior, Miss Prossitt, had decided to take Minnie away from them, and they were legally obliged to return her.
And did you in fact tell them that? Did you in fact tell them that?
I can't be sure.
You're not sure?
That's right.
Well, surely this was the whole purpose of your going.
One has to be diplomatic. It was a terrible thing to have to tell a family, so I approached it in a roundabout way. I think now that perhaps I did not make what I was saying then absolutely clear.
Leighton Smith, surely you must be aware that this whole case depends upon whether or not Mr. Barlow was told that the local authority were taking Minnie back.
Yes.
But surely you must know if you told him or not.
No.
Then what did you say to him?
I can't remember.
What? Nothing of what you said?
Not a word.
I'm grateful to your lordship for the adjournment, which has given me time to make certain inquiries about this witness.
Very well.
Lord, I beg leave to treat the witness as hostile. I submit that her demeanour shows her to be hostile, and that there are also certain other factors which your lordship will be aware of which have a bearing on the matter.
Very well, Mr. Lotby.
Under the circumstances, my lord, I'll not make an issue of it.
Go on. But first, I wish to get this quite clear. Is it the defence's case that the defendant was not properly informed, either by letter or in person, that his responsibility as a foster parent had been terminated?
My lord, it is.
And thus, in going away for the weekend, he was acting perfectly lawfully?
Yes, my lord.
And it is precisely this point, whether or not he was properly informed, which is at issue.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. Now, let's get on.
Did you make a statement to the police about this matter on December the 5th?
Yes.
Is that it?
I should
Is that
explain...
your statement?
Yes.
Exhibit 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, my lord. Does it not state that you clearly informed the Barlows of their legal obligation to return the child?
Yes, but...
Did you not immediately after the interview with the Barlows write a report to your superior, which also stated that you had made the position quite clear to them?
Yes.
And this was written the same day as the interview itself. Exhibit 5, my lord.
Yes.
Was that not the truth?
I've been thinking about it.
You've been thinking about it. Have you discussed the matter with the defendant?
Of course.
I mean, since he spirited Minnie away.
No.
You're a good friend of the defendant, aren't you?
I know him.
Socially as well as professionally?
Yes.
How well do you know him?
Pretty well.
You're unmarried, aren't you?
Yes, but I've not had an affair with him.
Or been intimate with him?
There's a difference.
Would it be right to describe you as having a close personal friendship with him?
We have interests in common.
What interests?
Social matters.
Yes?
That's all.
What social matters?
Race relations work.
Are you both members of a particular race relations organisation?
Yes.
Which one?
The Fulchester Immigrants Association.
And the work of the association is to reduce racial tension, to create, as it were, a harmony between the races.
More or less.
So it would be a notable feather in the association's cap if it succeeded in engineering the adoption of a white child by coloured parents.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
It might.
Come, of course it would. Provided there was enough publicity attached. Wouldn't it, Miss Leighton-Smith? Is that why you contacted the Daily Chronicle on this matter?
What?
You did contact them, didn't you, on the day Minnie disappeared?
They phoned me.
They phoned you?
That's right.
About Minnie?
About another matter.
Oh, they phoned you about another matter, so you told them about Minnie. Whereupon they published a huge feature about the case, illustrated with photographs of Minnie and her two families. Where did they get those photographs from, I wonder?
I don't know.
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know where they got them.
Is it not a fact that the only place they could have gotten them from was Minnie's fostering file?
Possibly.
Possibly. How long have you been a social worker?
9 years.
And you don't know?
I knew we had copies.
Oh, copies. It appears from the article that they also had a good deal of inside information. Where do you suppose they got that from?
I don't know.
You've no idea?
No.
Not from you?
I only gave them the most basic facts. The rest they must have found for themselves.
But even the most basic facts shouldn't have been given without consulting your superior, should they? And you didn't consult with her, did you?
No.
No, indeed. Come, Miss Leighton-Smith, you provided all this material, didn't you?
No.
6 days after this article appeared, did not the newspaper pay to the Fulchester Immigrants Association a cheque for £75?
I wouldn't know.
You have no knowledge of that.
No.
Unusual in itself, isn't it? Newspapers don't often make charitable donations.
I wouldn't know.
They only make payments like that for leads, stories, and so forth, don't they?
Why don't you ask them?
Oh, I did, Miss Leighton-Smith, I did. It was for, and I quote, source material. Though, of course, they wouldn't say what. Why did they telephone you?
What?
Oh, have you forgotten already? You told the court that they had telephoned you about another matter. What was it?
Oh, they were making a survey about changes in the adoption law.
And did they ask for you by name?
I don't remember.
Well, surely they should have spoken to your superior, Miss Prossitt.
Possibly.
What was the name of the man you say telephoned you?
I didn't ask his name.
You're lying, aren't you?
No.
You have been lying all along. You telephoned the newspaper. It is you who provided all this material. It's you who provided everything. I put it to you, Miss Leighton-Smith, that this whole affair was arranged between you and the defendant in order to provoke a public outcry, that you discussed it with him and planned it fully at every stage.
That is quite untrue.
Is it? I have here a file of departmental memos sent by Miss Prossitt to you.
You have my what?
I have copies of departmental memos sent by Miss Prossitt to you in
That's
1973. It was provided for the prosecution.
By Miss Prossitt.
By the counsel?
You shouldn't use them.
Why? Does it upset you? You've something to hide, perhaps?
Of course not.
Really? Now, you said that you weren't sure whether you'd made the legal position clear to Mr. Barlow.
Yes.
Because you had to approach the matter so delicately.
That's right.
And yet on 2 occasions last year you were reprimanded for being too blunt in delicate situations.
I was what?
Oh, come, surely you remember.
That's untrue.
Oh, that's a lie too, is it?
Yes.
But it's the subject of several memoranda.
Miss Prossitt did speak about it, but she was wrong. I thought she had accepted that.
So you deny that any such reprimand took place?
I deny there was any cause for such a reprimand. Quite the contrary.
You don't get on with your superior, do you?
No.
In fact, you're implacably opposed to everything she's doing about Minnie.
I think her report and recommendation is evil, bigoted, ignorant, and without the slightest regard for Minnie's welfare.
So you'd do anything you could to upset that particular apple cart, wouldn't you? To the extent not only of collusion with the defendant, but also of lying on oath.
I am telling the truth.
So there was no collusion?
Certainly not.
Really? I see that for the 48 hours after you went to the Barlows' home to collect Minnie with your superior, you were away sick.
Was I?
You don't remember?
Not clearly.
Well, you're not often sick. In fact, you hadn't been sick for 7 years, and you don't remember?
Oh, yes, I remember now.
Oh, good. What was the matter with you?
I had flu.
Yeah. Did you call a doctor?
No.
And yet you were back at work within 48 hours as bright as a button.
Yes.
But for that 48 hours, you were in bed, in your own flat, with flu.
That's right.
Right. Is your car a blue Volkswagen, registration number HYD 975?
Yes.
Then how is it that you were fined for a parking offence in the very middle of the 48-hour period that you say you were in bed with flu? On December the 4th at 9:20 a.m., your car was found parked on a double yellow line. You received a parking summons and you paid it by post without disputing it, stating that you yourself were the driver. That's right, isn't it? Now, how can you explain that? And where was the car parked?
That has nothing to do with it.
The address, the house outside which the car was
don't
standing.
see what...
It was 12 Camden Hill Walk, London, wasn't it? The very flat where the defendant was in hiding with Minnie, wasn't it? Well...
Yes.
So you have been lying to this court?
Yes.
Lies, Miss Leighton-Smith. Lies. Though you've been protesting all along that you were telling the truth.
I must explain...
How can you seriously expect the jury to believe what you now say about informing the Barlows? Is it not crystal clear that your original statement to the police was correct, and that you did make the Barlows' legal position perfectly clear to them?
Everything I did was for Minnie.
No further questions, Willard.
Miss Leighton-Smith, you've just made the most serious admission, you know.
I know.
Which I've no doubt his lordship will not allow to pass without serious consequences to yourself. Are you by nature a dishonest person?
No.
And what was it that prompted you to lie?
This little girl, Minnie, has had a terrible life. She has been deprived of the security of a good home owing to an anomaly in the law. And I think she has suffered because of it. Everything I have done has been to put her first. I want a good, strong home for her. My lord, I'm deeply sorry for lying to the court, but...
Do not address me, address the jury.
And not telling the truth has been only because of that.
Would you tell us your qualifications, Miss Leighton-Smith?
I have a diploma in social studies.
Yes.
That's all that's relevant.
Your MA, isn't that relevant? And your BSc?
Those are general degrees, nothing to do with...
You are more highly qualified than Miss Prossitt or any of your colleagues in your department.
I am well qualified.
Far more intelligent.
Obviously, I cannot comment on that.
Would it be true to say that you may well have a brilliant career in front of you?
Perhaps.
Is it not also true that Mr. Thompson, the director of Fulchester Social Services, has twice recommended your work in the most complimentary terms, describing it as showing the highest professionalism and dedication?
Yes.
Therefore, is it not a fact that your professional opinion about Minnie and her future carries far more weight and authority than any other person connected with this case?
I suppose so.
Thank you, Miss Liz.
Do you wish to re-examine Mr. Fry?
Only very briefly, my lord. That you are a liar.
In the matter of Minnie...
Answer the question, did you lie?
Yes.
About some of the most serious aspects of this case?
Yes.
Then I'm quite sure that the jury will make up their own mind as to the value of your evidence. Thank you, my lord.
Very well, you may leave the witness box, Miss Leighton-Smith.
That concludes the case for the prosecution, my lord.
My first witness, my lord, I call the defendant, Raymond John Barlow. What is your occupation, Mr. Barlow?
I have a little garage.
Petrol filling station?
No, a repair garage. I'm a mechanic.
You've had it long?
Yes, 7 years.
You own it?
And manage it. That's right.
I see. Now, 5 years ago, you and your wife applied to foster Minnie Biddulph.
Yes.
Now, would you please tell the court why you did that?
We weren't going to let that old cow have her.
Would you explain what you mean and without being abusive?
Well, that mother of hers is an evil woman. We knew Charles Biddulph a long time ago, how he could have got caught up in anything like her.
You knew Minnie's father?
Oh, yes. He was an old friend. He used to have these cars, you know, and then
he ran a car hire firm?
That's right.
So when he died, did you
Oh, that was terrible. Awful.
Yes, but what happened when he died?
What?
Well, I mean, did you observe what happened to Minnie's home life?
Oh, yes. The old cow went in the bottle.
I must warn you not to describe people in abusive terms, but to name them properly.
Sorry, my lord. Minnie's mother. She used to go out with anything on 2 legs. And poor little Minnie, she was just left at home, maybe for days. Well, we used to go around and get her and look after her and clean her up and give her a square meal and that sort of thing. And she used to have these big bruises too, all across here. Well, we told the NSPCC.
Did they take any action?
Yeah, sure. They took her into care. She went into this home. Well, the people were nice enough, but that was their job, you see. And we were the only folks she really knew, so we said, look, we'll have her. And she's been our daughter ever since.
Has it been a successful relationship?
Yes.
You have no children of your own?
She's our child!
Yes. All right, Mr. Barlow, I do see that.
Good.
Join us tomorrow in the Crown Court for the final day of the Queen against Barlow. Minnie Biddulph is a tug-of-love child. Fostered out to Mr. and Mrs. Barlow when she was only 3, they now wish to adopt her. Her natural mother, Mrs. Biddulph, has opposed this and is trying to get Minnie back. During the dispute, Mr. Barlow, who is West Indian, suddenly disappeared with the child and was later arrested with her in London. He was charged with the offence of child stealing. He's now giving evidence to the Crown Court.
Now, Mr. Barlow, can we please turn to the visit by Miss Leighton Smith to your home on December the 1st?
Yes?
You recall the visit?
Yes, sure.
What was discussed?
What was always discussed?
Yes, well, could you tell us what it was?
Well, she used to come along every Thursday for a talk. That was part of her job, you see, to make sure that we weren't knocking her about or anything.
To see Minnie was quite well?
Yes, that was a joke about knocking her about.
Yes. And what did you talk about?
Any problems, that sort of thing.
Was anything else discussed?
On that day,
Yes.
we talked about the adoption and how Minnie's mother was trying to stop it and what could be done about it.
Nothing about the council reclaiming Minnie and their intention to take her back into care 2 days later?
No.
Now, you're sure of that?
Sure, I'm sure. I would have gone through the roof if anything like that had been said.
Yes, but you were aware that the council did have the lawful right to reclaim Minnie?
Oh, yes.
Did you receive any letter from them on the matter?
No.
You're positive about that?
Look, I am not an idiot. Stop talking to me as if I was an idiot.
Mr. Barlow, learned counsel is here to assist you. You will kindly not address him in those terms.
Well, he doesn't sound like he's assisting me.
Well, he is, so you will address him in a civil manner.
Sorry, my lord. My lord.
I'm obliged to your lordship. Mr. Barlow, why did you go off to London the following day?
I thought Minnie would like a break.
Away from school?
Away from everything. Up to the smoke, to see the sights, you know.
Rather sudden, wasn't it?
I do things like that.
On impulse?
Sure.
There wasn't anything unusual in your suddenly taking off like that?
Not at all. And I told Lizzie.
You told Miss Leighton Smith?
Yes, sure. I said I might take Minnie away for a break.
No, she didn't say anything about that.
No one asked her that, did they? She knew I was going to Tom's flat. She came and saw me there.
Did she tell you why?
She said she was very worried about the adoption and wanted to talk about it. So was I, worried for Minnie's sake.
Of course. Now we come to the events of
That was
December
when
the
those
3rd.
bus-
Yes, the day of your arrest. Yes.
Yes.
Now, would you describe what happened, please?
Well, I was asleep in Tom's flat. This was in London. When there was this great crash at the front door, and these men burst into the room, all shouting at me and shining their torches in my
Could you
face.
see what they were wearing?
No, I tell you! They were dazzling me.
They'd woken you up.
I was just waking up. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then I heard Minnie crying out, and I thought, what the hell is happening? And what are they doing to her? I tried to get to her, but those bastards
There was a
stopped me.
fight.
There was one hell of a fight. But then they got these handcuffs on me and told me that they were the police. Well, I didn't know that, did I?
You didn't notice until that moment that they were the police.
No! They started kicking the hell out of me after they had got the handcuffs on me, too.
Did you at any point deny that Minnie was in the flat?
Brother, I wasn't asked.
No one asked you.
It was like I said. A lot of shouting, everyone bellowing and kicking out at once and calling me filthy bastard.
Did you see who it was who used that term?
Yes, it was him, that sergeant fellow there. He called me that.
And after the arrest, what happened then?
I wanted to see my solicitor. I had woken up by then.
And did you contact him?
No. He said I couldn't. I said, look, man, I'll just phone. I was standing right next to the phone, see? But he said, shut up. No, I knew that was wrong. But he wouldn't budge. Twice in that flat and 3 times in the car, I said I wanted to see my solicitor, and he said no.
You do have a regular solicitor?
Yes, sure. That's him below you, Mr. Watts. He does all my work at the garage.
Now, in the car going back, did you say to the sergeant that you took the girl away in order to stop her mother getting her?
Nah, that's nonsense. Why would I say a thing like that?
Why indeed, Mr. Barlow? Thank you very much.
Did you take her to the zoo?
What?
That day when you suddenly took off with Minnie, on impulse, I think you said,
Yes,
to give her a break in London.
that's right.
But did you take her to the zoo?
No,
Oh. Did you take her to Madame Tussauds, the planetarium?
we went out shopping.
Oh, well, what did you buy?
This and that.
Such as?
It was the underground, the buses, all that. It was just being there.
Oh, well, whereabouts were you?
The West End.
What streets?
Oxford Street, Regent Street, Tottenham Court Road.
Thank you. This was December, wasn't it? Did you take her to see Father Christmas?
Yes.
You showed her all the street decorations.
Yes.
Those huge lights they suspend across Oxford Street at Christmas.
Yes.
She admired them.
Sure. Very pretty.
There weren't any.
What?
There weren't any last Christmas because of the fuel crisis. They were all cancelled.
I saw them.
No, Mr. Barlow.
In the shop windows.
You said across the streets.
You said that.
And you agreed. Come. You never moved out of that flat the whole weekend, did you? You spent the entire time urgently seeking legal advice about your situation.
No.
You contacted no one about your legal position?
No one.
Not even Miss Leighton Smith?
I wasn't counting her.
Why not?
Well, when you said contacted no one, I thought...
Yes, Mr. Barlow.
Nothing.
Because she was already with you, that's what you were going to say, weren't you? She was with you most of the weekend.
What's that got to do with
Well,
it?
I'm quite sure the jury will know what, even if you don't. Did you telephone Mrs. Biddulph that weekend?
No.
So you never said to her, if you go ahead with this trying to get her back, I'll kick your teeth in.
I wouldn't say that to her.
Why not?
She haven't got any.
But that was how you felt.
Look, I didn't phone her.
Do you know her telephone number?
Yes, we've got it somewhere.
Did you telephone her on a Saturday afternoon last November?
Yes, I did. And I heard what she said about all that. Well, it ain't true. I did phone her and tell her to lay off, but I never said a word about taking her away.
What did you say?
I said something like, you lay off. Anyhow, she was so squiffy she couldn't...
Squiffy? Do you mean drunk?
She was pie-eyed.
How could you tell?
Well, her speech, it was all blurred. She couldn't speak properly.
But you heard her testify that you woke her up. Which of us doesn't sound fuddled when woken by a telephone call?
Well, the noise. Then.
What noise?
Her television, so loud.
Oh, you could hear her television over the telephone.
That's right.
You mean you couldn't hear her properly because of the deafening volume of her television?
Right.
But she could hear you.
Why not?
In other words, although we can get no reliable version of the conversation from you, we know that she heard you quite clearly. Thank you.
No, wait a minute.
Now tell me, do you approve of the legal provision which makes it possible for the council to take Minnie away from you at a moment's notice?
Well, do you?
You're in the witness box.
No, I don't approve of that.
You feel strongly that it's wrong.
Yes.
And you're a man not only of strong convictions, but one who is prepared to fight for them, are you not?
Is that wrong?
Is that why you telephoned at least 3 national newspapers that weekend? All of which published items about this case in their Monday editions?
I didn't.
Indeed?
No.
Well, at least 2 of them make direct quotations from things you're supposed to have said to them. Angry foster father fights for rights. This one I tell you. You knew nothing about that.
I didn't phone.
Well, somebody did. Miss Leighton Smith, perhaps. Where was your wife in all this?
I don't know.
Don't know?
I thought at home.
But she wasn't. We've heard there's nobody at home, was there?
Well, you would have to ask her then.
Oh, I will, Mr. Barlow, believe me. Now, she's not involved in race relations work, is she?
No.
Unlike you.
Yeah, I am involved.
Deeply so.
Perhaps.
You are a member of the Fulchester Immigrants Association, the National Consultative Association for Racial Harmony, and 3 similar bodies, aren't you?
Yes.
Do you seek publicity for that cause, too?
It always helps.
Indeed it does. And is that why you have deliberately provoked this situation? And why you've written to every leading newspaper in the land inviting them to this trial?
I didn't.
But you have written to them.
Yes, but...
Drawing their attention to Minnie's plight.
I did not provoke the situation.
Did you not, Mr. Barlow? I put it to you that you knew perfectly well what your legal situation was. I put it to you that Miss Leighton Smith explained the situation to you with perfect clarity, and that you deliberately chose to abscond with Minnie to evade the law and cause a stink.
That's not true!
Miss Leighton Smith, or Lizzie, as I believe you called her, visited you at your brother-in-law's flat in London, where you discussed your next step and what action you would jointly take.
No!
And that your real motive in this whole business has not been so much Minnie's welfare as a sordid political maneuver.
That's not true! She's our daughter! Would I do that to our daughter?
The whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Mrs. Josephine Nora Barlow, the wife of the defendant.
Yes,
Do you live with him at 73 Magazine Road?
with Minnie.
With Minnie, of course. Do you recall a visit made by Miss Leighton Smith to your house on December the 1st of last year?
Yes.
You were present?
I was in the room, or sometimes I was in the kitchen next door with the door open.
So, in effect, you were present throughout?
Yes.
Did Miss Leighton-Smith make any reference to a decision by the council regarding Minnie?
No.
You're sure of that?
Quite sure.
What was discussed?
Mrs. Biddulph not letting us adopt Minnie.
Yes?
That sort of thing.
No reference whatever to a legal obligation to return Minnie?
No.
Nor that a council representative would be calling 2 days later to take her away from you?
No.
Have you at any stage received a letter from the Social Services Department to that effect?
We've received no letter from the council about anything for over 2 years.
I see. Have you ever had a telephone conversation with Mrs. Biddulph?
Yes, once.
And what was said?
She asked if she could come round and see Minnie, and I said no.
Nothing else?
No.
Nothing about a council person coming round and telling you you had to return Minnie?
No.
Thank you. Now, your husband's trip to London with Minnie, the weekend all the fuss is about.
Yes.
Why didn't you go with him?
Well, I didn't want to.
You wanted to stay at home?
Sure. Ray said to me, I think I'll take Minnie up to London, stay with Tom. And I said, sure.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Where were you when Miss Prossitt called to collect Minnie 2 days later?
Staying with a friend.
Oh, which friend was there?
You want her name?
Yes, please.
Mrs. Edna Jones, 43 Oldbury Close, Fulchester.
Just staying?
Sure. She's an old friend.
And lastly, Mrs. Barlow, are you happy with Minnie?
She's our girl.
Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Barlow.
How often do you attend the Fulchester General Hospital, Mrs. Barlow?
What?
Every Thursday afternoon, isn't it?
Yes.
Miss Leighton-Smith comes to your house on Thursday afternoons.
Yes.
So when you said that you were present on December the 1st, you weren't telling the truth.
I was there.
And at the hospital.
Well, I came back.
So you were present only at the end of the interview. Mrs. Barlow?
Yes.
And not at the beginning. Please answer.
That's right.
So when you said that you were present throughout, you were lying. And if Miss Leighton-Smith had instructed your husband about returning the child in the first half of the meeting, you wouldn't have been there to hear it.
Yes, I mean,
yes. No. Miss Leighton-Smith is an attractive woman, isn't she?
She's pretty.
She always calls on Thursdays, does she?
Well, sometimes she...
And you're always at the hospital then?
Yes.
Please answer. Are you always at the hospital then?
Yes.
So you hardly ever meet her? Do you like her?
I don't know.
Are you jealous of her?
What?
Well, doesn't it worry you that a pretty woman spends every Thursday afternoon at your house at the very time when you are invariably at the hospital?
Please. You don't understand.
Oh, but I do, Mrs. Barlow, I do. Why do you attend the hospital?
Well, I'm having treatment.
For what condition?
Oh, this can have no possible bearing on child stealing. It is merely distressing the lady.
Lord, I am conscious that this is a painful and delicate matter, and I would not presume to pursue it if I did not think it were most necessary.
Very well.
Thank you, my lord. What is your treatment for, Mrs. Barlow?
A sort of anemia.
You suffer from sickle cell anemia, don't you?
Yes.
This is a disease very common to Negroid people, but you have it acutely, don't you?
Yes.
And your husband has it too.
That's right.
And so for that reason, the two of you must never...
Never have children. Right, Mr. Smarty.
I'm deeply sorry to have to mention it. But does this not also have another implication of an even more intimate nature? Is your husband having an affair with Miss Leighton-Smith?
Yes.
You didn't tell the police that, did you?
Please, please. I want to keep Minnie, please.
Thank you.
Does your lordship have any questions?
No. Thank you, Mrs. Barlow. You may leave the witness box.
Thank you. The case for the defence, my lord.
Very well. Fry?
May it please your lordship. Members of the jury, this is a sad case, but we have to subdue our feelings and consider facts. It is an undisputed fact that Mr. Barlow took the child Minnie with him to London on December the 3rd. And you may well feel that the newspaper coverage given to this event and the fact that Miss Leighton Smith was involved with Mr. Barlow show that he did so deliberately to raise publicity for a cause they both supported. However, all you have to decide is whether he knew that he was legally bound to return the child on December the 3rd. If he did know that, then he was child stealing and you are bound to find him guilty. Now, you've heard from the Director of Social Services for Fulchester that she wrote to him stating his term of fostering ended on December the 3rd. And her assistant, Miss Leighton Smith, made written statements to the police and to her superior that she had also made this legal obligation perfectly clear to him. It's only in court that Miss Leighton Smith has tried to deny this, and she's been shown to be a liar. Ladies and gentlemen, the defendant's motives are none of your concern. All you have to decide is whether he knew he was breaking the law when he took Minnie to London on December the 3rd. And in the light of the evidence you've heard, I submit that you have no choice but to find him guilty.
Thank you, Mr. Fry. Mr. Lotterby?
My lord. Members of the jury, the prosecution has suggested to you that this case hangs on the simple issue of whether Miss Leighton Smith was lying when she said she couldn't remember what she told the Barlows. But of course it doesn't. In reality, the matter consists of a most complex web of relationships, and I suggest genuine misunderstandings centering around this little girl, Minnie, and her future, and around what the participants honestly and truly believe to be the best for her. For this isn't a cast of villains you've seen before you, but sincere people, each striving to do his or her best for the girl. Now, you have heard Miss Leighton Smith admit that she didn't tell the truth when asked where she was those 48 hours immediately after Minnie left for London. And to lie in a court of law is a grave offence, but all that the prosecution has proved by this is that regarding that single question, she lied. The prosecution has quite failed to prove what was said or was not said to Mr. Barlow regarding the decision of the local authority, or whether any letter was received from Miss Prossitt, the Social Services Director. In other words, members of the jury, it is a matter of doubt, and in such cases, my client must be given the benefit of that doubt. Members of the jury, I ask you to consider what the prosecution would have you ignore, namely the 4.5 years of love and care and affection and security which the defendant has freely given to this little girl, and weigh them against the admitted incompetence and internal strife of a local government office. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to find this man, Raymond Barlow, who has done so much for this little girl, not guilty.
Now, members of the jury, my duty is to give you guidance as to the law and to assist you, insofar as I am allowed so to do, in reaching a decision on the evidence. But you are the judges of facts. You and you alone must make up your minds on the question of innocence or guilt. Now, the accused is charged with child stealing. Contrary to Section 56 of the Offences Against the Persons Act 1861, it being alleged that between the 2nd and 4th of December 1973 he did unlawfully by force detain Minnie Biddulph. Now, to detain by force does not actually mean the use of force. It is sufficient if a person exercises control. And it is not really disputed that the defendant did detain this child. That is to say, that he exercised the control over her that he had been exercising over her for some years as a foster parent. What is disputed is that he had any knowledge that he should not have been so doing, and you may well think that that is the vital issue in this case. So the question is, are you satisfied beyond reasonable doubt either that Miss Leighton Smith told him, or that he received a letter from Miss Prossitt telling him that he should return Minnie to the council on the 3rd of December? Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you're not here to decide who would make the best parent for Minnie. You must decide whether the defendant believed he was still entitled to take the child away. And you must remember, ladies and gentlemen, not to allow any sympathies that you may well feel for this little girl to sway your judgment in any way. And let me remind you once more that it is the duty of the prosecution to prove its case beyond reasonable doubt. Now, should you have any such doubt, then it would be your duty to bring in a verdict of not guilty. Now, members of the jury, will you kindly retire to consider your verdict?
All stand. The prisoner will remain standing. Members of the jury, will your foreman please stand? Just answer this question, yes or no. Have you reached a verdict on which you're all agreed?
Yes.
Do you find the accused guilty or not guilty on the charge of child stealing?
Not guilty.
Raymond John Barlow, you have been found not guilty, but before I declare that you are free to leave this court, I should like to make it clear that this case need never have been brought had the method of informing you of the termination of your fostering duties not been carried out in such an uncertain manner. And I mean by that by word of mouth and by ordinary unregistered letter. By neither means can the authorities prove that the foster parents had been properly informed of the termination. There must be some special reason for this system, but nonetheless I deplore it, since the personal distress and misunderstandings it can cause are obviously considerable, and I do hope that the authorities will make note of these observations. Raymond John Barlow, you are free to leave this court.
All stand.
Join us next week when our cameras return to watch another leading case in the Crown Court.